What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Old Money Prices. Let's jump into 10 Canadian coins worth big money. First up, we have an Elizabeth II mint error. This is a 1979 wrong Planchet graded by NGC, a mint state 65 red, and you can tell by looking at the coin that it's a bit off center. It doesn't look like it sits on that Planchet right, and that's because it is struck on a New Zealand 1-cent Planchet. It weighs incorrectly, and that's how they're able to tell by weighing the coin and also by looking at the coin. It looks off, right? This one sold for $198. Definitely something to look out for. If you have a coin that feels like it's wrong, it looks like it's wrong, it must be wrong. So this is definitely something to keep an eye out. Turning a 1-cent coin into something that's worth almost $200 is great all day long. So I found this really interesting. I want to throw this in here really quickly. Make sure that whenever you see tokens like this, if they're really cheap, you might as well just pick them up. This token is a Canadian Hudson Bay brass counter-stamped trade token with no date on it. I'm assuming it's from the 1800s. This one sold for $1,300. What's happening on the back of this coin is a cancellation. Someone counter-stamped it, pretty much saying that it's useless, it's worthless. So if you're ever in a garage sale or you're looking through some old coins and you see some old tokens that are very cheap, you might as well pick them up because it could be something super rare like this. There are a lot of collectors out there who love collecting these type of tokens. I think that they are really, really cool. Here we have a 1979 1-cent coin from Canada. Typically, this coin would be worth only about 3 cents. As you can see, this one has also been struck on an incorrect copper planchet. This one weighs 2.4 grams, while the normal 1979 coin should weigh about 3.24 grams. This one was graded by PCGS, a mint state 64 red brown. Red brown meaning the color of the coin, it's more eye appealing, right? It looks better. So this 1-cent coin that is typically worth 3 cents sold for $408. All right, here's a cool little token here. So this one's from 1820, a bit older. Looks like it has a giant hole at the top. What that is, typically when you see it at the top center, that means that someone drilled a hole to wear it as a necklace around their neck or around their wrist. Typically, if you see multiple holes in a coin, that means it's been canceled through the center. That's typically not a good thing, but this one doesn't really hurt the value too much. The reason I'm showing this is because you can find these out in bargain bins, out in garage sales. This one graded by NGC, a VF, meaning very fine 30. You can see it's a lower grade. It's pretty rough. It's pretty beat up. What's going to blow your mind is when I tell you that this token sold for $7,800. So make sure if you ever find any tokens that are from the early 1800s and they're only a few bucks, definitely in my mind worth picking up. This one especially, this one's from the Northwest Company, as you can see on the back, from 1820, and it says it is a token. On to the next one. Here we have a 25-cent coin struck on a 10-cent planchet. You can tell that it is also off center. It's not struck directly onto the coin. That's probably because the wrong planchet was also in there, and during the minting process, it wasn't able to strike that planchet correctly. This one graded by NGC and AU, meaning almost uncirculated, 58. So if you ever see any type of Canadian coin that looks very strange, very off like this, make sure you hold on to it because it could be worth a lot of money. You never know nowadays. This one sold for $228. Imagine going to the store and getting 25 cents back in change and seeing this. Oh, that's an extra $228 in your pocket right there. Make sure you keep an eye out for these. Here we have a 1943 Canadian 5-cent coin that was struck on a nickel planchet. So typically these aren't going to be this color. They are going to be a brown, gold, bronze looking color. This one should stand out because of the way that it looks. They should not have the silver appearance. This one brought big money. This one was encapsulated by PCGS. They didn't grade it. They just said that it was genuine. And this one brought huge money. So imagine getting this coin back, or imagine finding this coin, seeing that it's a bit different, getting it, and then knowing that you have something that's worth $4,800 like this coin that recently sold. And something like this, I could see possibly even going up in value over time. Here we have a 1982 25-cent Canadian coin that was struck on the wrong planchet. This is a 25-cent coin that was supposed to be struck on a 25-cent planchet, but instead it got struck on a 10-cent planchet, and that's why it looks so strange. It looks very off. If you have this coin and you're ever unsure, you can weigh it. This coin should weigh 5.7 grams, but instead it only weighs 2.1 grams. This is hands down my favorite Canadian coin that I've seen in a long time. This is a 1-cent coin from 1980, struck twice with reverse dies. This coin is also called the two-tailed cent because on the front and the back, it has the reverse image. Something that you very rarely see. Now, if you see this on any type of Canadian coin, which is very, very rare, definitely hold on to it because it can be worth a lot of money like this one is. This one was graded by PCGS a mint state 64, so very good condition. This 1980 coin. This one sold for $9,900. An absolutely beautiful coin. I'm actually surprised it didn't go for more money, but this is a very cool coin. If you ever see a coin with two heads or two tails, make sure you hold on to it. All right, hold on. Now you may be asking yourself, what is this thing? If you ever have the opportunity to pay $1 or $2 for a token that looks like this, just buy it because you never know how much it's going to be worth. This is a Blacksmith Issue Charlton plate graded by NGC Genuine. This one sold for over $2,000. That blows my mind for something that you can barely even make out. It's just a little piece of metal. It's a half penny token with no date on it. Again, if you ever see something like this and you have the opportunity to pick it up for $1 or $2, definitely worth picking up in my opinion. Here's a pretty cool variety. This is a 1911 50-cent Godless George V Canadian coin. Now, by Godless, this type of coin is missing the de gras on the front top left area. This one graded by PCGS, a mint state 64 plus, sold for $4,560. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit up my YouTube channel and check out more of the coin and currency videos that I'm posting. I will see you guys next time.